Hello and welcome, my name is XLK and today we're taking a look at Mozaki OTK Mage. Mozaki Mage is all about using your Encanter's flows to reduce the cost of the cards in your deck. Then you use a ton of card draw until you find your Mozaki, and then you play a ton of free spells to OTK your opponent. For your mulligan, you just wanna find Encanter's Flow and Mozaki. Feel free to keep 2 flows, because that will most likely be a win in the mulligan. If you find both a flow and a Mozaki, you can keep Arcane Intellect, Multicaster or Refreshing Spring Water as well. Or First Flame against hyper-aggressive decks. The deck is hard to play and experience is key in order to pull off the combo. So there are a lot of things to keep in mind. You will spend the whole game setting up for the OTK. You want to make sure that you have used at least 1 Encanter's Flow. 2 is obviously better. Then you want to have 1 or 2 Mana Biscuits from your Conjurer Mana Biscuit in your hand. And draw like a Cram Session and of course Mozaki and some burn. To make it simple, set up an Encanter's Flow, play Mozaki, play your Biscuits to regain mana, then Cram Session to draw, and then you cast as many free spells as you can, since every time you cast a spell, Mozaki will gain 1 plus spell power. When you have casted enough spells, you want to finish the game with a couple of ignites. Conjured Mana Biscuit is important for the OTK to regain mana. Unless the cost has been reduced to 0 on this spell, you want to make sure to cast it before you go for your OTK turn. So whenever you have mana over, make sure to set this up during the game. Refreshing Spring Water is a great card, since this will both draw you cards and refund mana. If you have hit this with 1 flow, you will get a full 4 mana refund unless you draw a minion. But if you have flowed twice, this will refresh 1 extra mana crystal. So make sure to spend some mana before you play it. It's really good for your Mozaki turn. Both Mana Biscuit and Refreshing Spring Water will refresh mana crystals and not increase your mana pool, like a Lightning Bloom would do. And remember to play 1 Fire, Frost and Arcane spell before you play your Multicaster. You can start working on this early if you find it in your opening hand. Hand space can be an issue, so if you have a lot of draw, remember to dump your hand during the game. I like to be wasteful with cards like First Flame and Brain Freeze, and of course Ignite, since you're gonna be able to get it back later in the game. And that's just scratching the surface of Mozaki Mage. Reduce the cost of spells in your deck, draw a ton, eat biscuits, and finish the game with a huge Mozaki and some burn spells. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm super proud of the 2 games that I have in this video. The first one is a long one where we really have to duke it out, and the second one is a high-rolly quick kill. I suggest that you check out both, but make sure to watch that last one for a really satisfying OTK. Thank you guys so much for all of the support this year. I've had a ton of fun playing Hearthstone while making all of these videos. Next year will be even bigger and better, and I'm really excited for it. Next time we see each other will be in 2022, so let's finish this year with some Mozaki fireworks. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, enjoy the games. Hello and welcome to some Mozaki Mage. It's such a good deck. It's really fun as well. It's not something that I usually play, but I've been practicing it a lot and man, the payoff is so good. Like when you get this deck going, you're gonna have a ton of fun. Okay, so the only thing we want to find here is Mozaki and flows. Hopefully all 3, but then we want to make sure to get our card draw. So we have a lot of card draw here, and like right off the bat, I want to start thinking about how do we activate the flow caster quickly. So if he plays minions, like I think we're pretty good against this. Like we're not gonna need that much damage to kill him later. But yeah, how do we get this multicaster? I mean, not flowcaster. How do we get this multicaster active as quickly as possible? So I just gonna start off by playing Ruined Orb here, just to have banked in like 1 arcane spell. I'm taking Refreshing Spring Water because it's draw, and that's the most important thing after the mana cheating and of course Mozaki in this deck. And I really want to hit the free spells and some fire spells. That's an early fire, which is really good, so I'm just gonna go ahead and trade in this fire sale because it's not gonna be needed. And let's just go for it. So we want to use the Mana Biscuit right now because it hasn't been reduced. Like if you reduce it twice, then it's worth holding on to because it's free. Like that's just more damage for Mozaki. But before then, we just want to use it so we can get some free, like so we can eat and get some mana back. Okay, we could flow here, but that would only give us 1 card, and I don't think that's enough. I'm gonna go for Ruined Orb, and I'm gonna see if I can find something like a Ignite. Combustion, I don't think Combustion is good enough. I'm going for Primordial Studies. It's probably the best of them all here. what could we find here? And we don't need to pop it open right now. We can wait for it. We can ping him once and see. But we're gonna see a Netheron soon. Probably this turn, right? Right about now. Yeah. So that means that... Okay, we can't go Refreshing Spring Water. This guy might... actually, we should have cashed in the Primordial here, but... We are going to... kill this with First Flame, and then we're just gonna hold, I think. Because we would need 6 mana to play first and second with a Primordial Studies to kill off this, and we're never eating the biscuit. Ever. Actually, what we can do is we can reduce our hand here. I would actually rather draw before we do the hand reduction. The bad thing about killing this Neophyte is that he could get it back with Raise Dead. But I think we have to do something about this right about now. These are going to be free, which is pretty good if I go Siphon. But I would much rather draw first. So let's get this First Flame out of our hand. I guess next turn we could go Primordial and then hit him with Second Flame and Siphon. But he's gonna hit us pretty hard. Right in the tooth scissors. So this would... I'm gonna need to find a lab partner if I do this. I'm gonna start to see if I get that lab partner. We didn't. I don't think I want the prime because I don't want to draw it. Let's see, how much do we have to spend now? This comes down, then we have 4. We have to spend 3, right? Could we... Oh, yeah, we could do Refreshing Spring Water first. It's gonna put us at 10 first. That's a flow. I kind of want to flow now, but I also need to kill this. And there we go. And now we're gonna reduce our hand, which is good with the ignites. And now we're just chilling. But I'm really scared of... what's it called? I'm really scared of Raise Dead into Occult Neophyte. But we're gonna see if he starts dropping cards. We just need to go... Like, we need to draw a lot. We can draw, I think... We haven't frozen him yet, but actually we might overdraw if we get a freeze. So I think we might actually play this multicaster. And his healing doesn't matter because we're gonna take him... Oh, there it is. Yeah, so now it's guaranteed that he has it. But he's getting a Netheron as well. So he plays a Netheron and the Occult Neophyte. But we can actually... I want to draw Flurry here. Would be really good. And then Occult Neophyte tap, I guess. Would be his play. See, this goes up to 5. I'm still gonna use it. I'm gonna flow. Flow for 3. I can't do them together, which kind of sucks. So I don't want to use this before I flow. I don't think there's anything else he could have gotten back. But he might actually hold this Neophyte. No. But we're getting close to dying here. So we need to address this board right now. We could just freeze an Netheron, but no. Let's go. Take this lab partner. Then we can hit it for 4. We could use both ignites and freeze this. I kind of want a multicaster. So we could actually just freeze this turn and go multicaster. I kind of like that, actually. It's kind of a weird play, but I really like it. He's gonna hit us hard, but a Battlegrounds Battlemaster won't come down here. But I need some breathing room to be able to play my Incanters flow. But we're gonna draw a lot soon. Like flurries would be really nice. Oh good, he whiffed. Super good. Now we kind of want to find... I mean, flurry would be good. Fire sales would be good. We're gonna draw next turn. And we're gonna get some reduction. He could get another back later with Raise Dead if he has another one. Okay, now we can't get one back, but he's getting that Cult Neophyte. Unless he got 2 Anetherons, but I mean 2 Anetherons wouldn't be good by any means. One. He's gonna heal on it. Interesting. Arcane Intellect. Okay, I'm just gonna go. That's a fire sale. It's gonna save my booty. We have to do it. I wish I could draw with the Arcane Intellect here. But we need to kill this. Do you want to draw with a cram session? No. We're basically just looking for Mozaki, but that was a really nice clear. Hopefully he doesn't have another Anetheron, but we can deal with it. That's the thing. Another one. Hopefully not another one. Okay. Woo! So flow. Reduce everything in our hand. We need to draw, that's the thing. I want to freeze. So flurry. Do we eat our biscuit here? Sadly, we have to. Just to stay alive. But I really don't like this. Like, we really want to save this biscuit for Mozaki. But now we won't see any more Cult Neophytes. And this buys us 1 turn. Next turn, I think we're gonna have to go Incanter's Flow. And... oh, I could have first flamed instead of ignited. So we need to find another flurry, or we need to find a new way of addressing these. I mean, Anetheron dies, but the thing is, the reason why we need to deal with both of them is because of Battlegrounds Battlemaster. Fire Sale is super good. Let's go for a flow. Like a guild trader. This would hit for 5. For it's gonna be 7. And we draw. Good, we can freeze them all. Super good, but we need to find Mozaki about now. There she is. Mono biscuit. We trade this. It's a cram session. How many cards do we have left? 3. We would draw them all. I'm drawing them now. Let's end turn, and next turn we have to do it. And we can't draw anymore. Do we have 7 spells to play? Probably something like that. I don't think it takes us... I actually think this guy concedes now. So, I could have waited with the cram session. I could have hit him with an ignite first. but I think we'll be fine. I don't want to take any risks, right? The maximum healing this guy does on this turn is probably something like 12, 13, 14, 15. I could heal on his own minions. Like he's probably going full. Okay, that's not a Scamson. He could play his own Tamsin. So we're losing spell power here, but that's not what I'm concerned about. But these two are going to have to do a lot of the lifting. But I can also play a multicaster when I get these in the deck, right? So I'm gonna have to be quiet here. Just go. Go. We go. We go. We go. Oh, crap. It doesn't matter. Kill this. Kill this. We go. Ignite. Ignite. Oh, we could actually just trade this in. We could have gone multicaster as well. And then we finish him with a ping. But we would have drawn both with the multicaster, so it didn't really matter. Alright, that was a really good game. GG's, my dude. I really underestimated how hard it would be to find a game where you play Mozaki and the opponent lets you do the combo. Like, people just concede out when they see her, which is kind of good. Like, that means that we're just looking for Flow and Mozaki here, by the way. That means that if you don't have it, you can kind of just drop her and then hope that your opponent concedes. If you want to be a snake on ladder, which I am definitely a ladder snake. Okay, mage against mage. This is a wizard battle, but so I don't think this guy is gonna be Mozaki. I think like ping mage is more played, and this could also be a rogue. So we're gonna see if he trades. But man, if you pick this Jaina portrait, you're probably a mage main, right? It's really cool. But all the like tier 2 are really good. So the reason why I played Mana Biscuit here is because like spells that aren't reduced yet aren't as valuable as just kind of getting 2 mana back. So we just want to get this as quickly as possible. And spending mana is super good because it is Hearthstone, and anytime you don't spend mana, it's just kind of meh. You don't want to sit out a turn. So we're just gonna draw because we're looking for flow. And 2 flurries isn't super good. So this guy actually has a lot of burst with Mordresh in the late game. But what's good is, 1, we're never gonna proc this secret. Oh, there's flow. If this is counterspell, then it's time to concede. There we go. It's gonna be difficult for him to get his pings in for Mordresh as well, since we're not gonna be playing any minions unless we really have to. How many cards do we draw from that? 1, right? 2, yeah, because that's a frost spell and he did a fire spell before. Okay, we want to start working on our flowcaster here. We have played an arcane, we haven't played a fire spell yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and refreshing spring water here in the beginning, and I think I'm gonna do it again. They're pretty good to save up for Mozaki though. And I'm gonna throw this away. Actually, yeah, we can't draw yet with the multicaster. I'm gonna throw this away. I really wanted to reduce my hand here, but it's better to just flow. And next turn, I think I'm going for the kill. It's, if we pull it off, it's gonna be a really clean one. Don't get 9. Okay, that's a bit more difficult. Let's see, what would we do? We'd go Mozaki, get some... Okay, let's go for it. I want to draw with Cram Session here. How much is that for? Go up 1 more. So first flame, good. Conjure Mana Biscuit. We didn't get anything good. Let's draw one. Ignite is very good. We almost have him, I think. How much is this? And that's the way the cookie crumbles. That one was perfect, right? Perfect execution. And a super quick win.